Good evening and welcome to Ghost I'm Making Stuff, where today I am a Sasquatch. So, this is a little bit of a video on how to pimp up this this sheep Halloween costume so it will look more fantastic. So let's get going, shall we? So, what you need is a Bigfoot costume, which does not represent in color anyway, like on the picture of it. But anyway, it works anyway. And foams and pop bears and 3D printed teeth and paint and whatever. Let's get going, shall we? So you see, this is the mask here, and it looks a way more saggy because I have started here to put some foam inside it to make it look better as they do on the picture. Here is the thing that I put some foam here with hot glue. And you see that there is a little bit of a hollowness because I haven't reached all the parts, but it doesn't matter because it still has its shapes in a way better than it's just sagging around your face. So you see, I'm gonna cut away the old teeth here because you can keep them if you repaint them and stuff like that, but I don't think they look scary enough. They look a little bit more too human for my taste here. So you see, I'm just cutting that away with a knife here, and here I have, this is the 3D printed teeth. And they are a little bit of a close-up here on them, as you see. They are gorilla teeth, which I find online. And I have altered them to remove the tongue and stuff like that. And I used it on my resin printer, which I recently purchased. You see, now we're going to put the eyes here. This is just a plastic ornament with a Christmas ornament with that I have made holes in, so you can see something out of them, and I'm gonna paint them white here. If you paint them in layers, they will look like more realistic, and maybe put some gloss over them also, so they will look even better. So lots of layers, and the eyes will look fantastic in the end. Because seeing things are good for hunting in the dark, I have heard. Unless you have a flashlight to properly see anything. Anyway, so now we have some pink flesh tone here around the teeth, and we're gonna paint the teeth a little bit yellow in a glorious unfocused vision to take the photos of a Bigfoot, as they all are blurry. However, you see now this is already brown, and I'm putting a little bit of a lighter coat of brown. And I'm gonna do this in layers because it's gonna look more to have, you know, definition of color in your face. This is exactly the way that girls do their makeup, that they have a little bit light on the other side and darker on others to make more definition of their face look more flatter and prettier. Yeah, anyway, so now you see here that we have put on this is 3 layers of brown here. Now it's a 4th layer of very light brown, almost skin toned. So you see we have that, and now I will paint the teeth here a little bit more because they have dried while I paint the other things. So now we're just gonna put some brown around the teeth there, so it looks like a little bit more of a terrible dental care that Bigfoot receives because the government, to try to hide them up, also do not want to give them proper dental care for some reasons. You see, here is a very brown makeup that is just fantastic, and that can be used for the teeth, and you can also use it in the face. And this product is going out of stock being production, so I bought a lot of it. So if you know the replacement product or something that works as good as that, I would be very happy if you could leave a comment on that. So you see, now we have painted with some fake blood here also on the teeth, so it look a little bit more fleshy and good. And now I'm painting the irises here on the Bigfoot, and they are going to be brown. And if you use, start with darker and then you're lighting it up in sections and going from back to front, they will look even better, because he has very, very big eyes, so he can see properly. Now you see I'm filling in some wrinkles here to make them, a little bit more of a definition to his face here. And don't do this too much, because otherwise we'll start to look like he's made out of bark. He's maceled out of a tree trunk at some point in history. As the first 2 humans were first created in Norse mythology. They were made out of 3 logs, if I'm correct. Anyway, so you see, now here's the foot, and they do not have anything in it. They're just completely flat. So now I'm just gonna put on a template here for some foam to put inside. It's a very good thing to use a bunch of scraps you have in a box, which I do because I had a goal to close the lid on the box so I can store it properly. So now, you see, we're just gonna start to fill this up with the foam sheet, and so also that your foot can be. So anyway, I fill that off screen, and now I'm gonna glue this here to make the footprint look a little bit more interesting when you walk around outside your neighbor's house to mess with them. If you live in America, it would be extra funny. I hope it is. But anyway, so you see, now we have and I also made toes there, which I forgot. But also now, you see, I'm using the same principle here to paint the feet so they will match, because this costume also comes with hands, so it's the same thing there. And I hope this was informative to upgrade your Bigfoot ambitions to take some blurry photos of them. See, probably have to do something about this also, which I didn't think about. So now you know.